It starts with a memory. Children playing hide and seek. The seeker caught a cat girl hiding under a desk before moving on to the next room to search. Unknown to him, Buru, the octopus girl, and her childhood friend Masato are hidden in the closet. Buru, with their hair tentacles, wraps Masato, covering his mouth to silence him as they hid together. Once they had heard the seeker leave, she released him, instantly apologizing, saying that her hair tentacles must feel awful. Masato, blushing, says that they don't need to feel bad. In fact, they are really cool. This simple comment causes Buru to fall in love with her precious Maa-kun. A few years later, Buru watches from around the corner as Masato talks to a girl. He was supposed to walk home together with her, but she questions why he is talking to a flashy girl. She mentions that they look like they're having fun talking. Feeling doubt in herself, she thinks that the flashy girl is his type and not an octopus girl like herself. As she flees, Masato manages to catch a glimpse of her and calls her name, questioning if it really was her. Buru misses the next day and the following 2 days after that. Feeling concerned, Masato went to Buru's home and asks for her. He mentioned that he hadn't seen her and was worried, with her mum mentioning that Buru said that she didn't want to go. She couldn't. Allowing him in, Buru's mum told him that she was in her room. Masato bursts in, asking if Buru was alright, but he sees no one. Hearing an odd noise, he goes to check out the closet, asking what Buru was doing in there. Catching her having an intimate moment alone with herself, he is stunned and blushes hard as Buru, noticing that she's caught, blushes also. Panicking, she squirts ink from her mouth, nailing Masato in his eyes. As he rolls on the floor in pain, Buru asks what he is doing here. Hearing the commotion, Buru's mum asks what is wrong as Buru continues to panic and yanks Masato into the closet. Before he can ask the question he tried to ask earlier, she shuts the closet door. Slamming the door open, Buru's mum asks what all the noise is and that Buru should be nice since Masato came to visit. She doesn't finish the sentence as she notes that both of them had run off. In actuality, Masato was tangled up tight in Buru's head tentacles, his mouth covered just like when he was a kid. Buru and Masato lock eyes in the closet, the blush blatant on both of their faces. Buru's mom thinks it's odd but leaves the room, allowing Buru to breathe a sigh of relief, releasing Masato from her embrace. He coughs and sputters, managing to say that he thought he'd die. Buru apologizes, saying how he surprised her and asks if he's okay. Masato asks why she was in here and what was she doing. Buru struggles to answer before Masato continues. Masato asks what's wrong with her, why didn't she go to school, she isn't even sick. He comforts her by saying he's her childhood friend. They can talk about anything, especially whatever troubles her. Buru begins in a weak voice, saying that Masato liked the flashy girl more than her. Now crying, Buru continues, saying that a disgusting, plain octopus like her could never compete with a flashy girl that she thinks Masato likes. Masato goes on to refute it, but Buru continues, a stream of consciousness flowing. She says how she saw him having fun in the hall talking, how she's not like other girls and can't wear makeup, but she loves Masato. She's loved him since they were kids. Masato is surprised by the news. Masato finally gets to explain, saying that the girl was a senpai and that she was asking him for advice about her demi-human boyfriend, asking how it was like to go out with a demi-human. Buru now begins to understand, as Masato continues saying that he loves Buru too. Buru asks why, and Masato explains that when they hid in the closet and she stuffed her tentacle in his mouth, that was the moment he fell for her. Buru says that she remembers the moment because it was the same for her. She cries tears of happiness, saying that she fell in love with him the same time he fell in love with her. Now, with passion and confessions intertwining in this cramped closet, they move in towards each other, lips only a breath away. They then begin to kiss intensely before doing other romantic closet things. The following day, Masato arrives at Buru's home to collect her, greeting her mum. She calls out to Buru that he's here and that it's time to go to school. Apologizing for the delay, Buru arrives and greets Masato. He returns the greeting before asking what is wrong, as Puru awkwardly stood there. She bashfully comments that their closet romance was still affecting her today, causing Misato to panic, offering any and all help that she wanted that day. Puru calms him by mentioning that it felt good for her too. They stop their conversation as Puru's mum arrives, complimenting Misato for whatever he did to restore Puru's energy, and asking what did he do. She notices the awkward silence she's walked into and asks the duo what's wrong. Misato goes to speak, but Puru uses her tentacle to shush him, causing him to blush. Her mum gets suspicious of them as they run off to school, Puru leading with Misato chasing after her.